In the world of Korean entertainment, rumors come and go like passing seasons, but every now and then, a story surfaces that refuses to fade. Over the last few weeks, whispers about Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo have returned, stronger, louder, and far more compelling than anything fans have heard in years. It began quietly, with a single fan account describing what she claimed was an unexpected and strangely intimate sighting between the two actors. At first, it sounded like just another coincidence. But as more details emerged, and as pieces of the puzzle began to align, viewers started wondering if something meaningful was unfolding behind the scenes. According to the first fan report, she had been walking near a well-known neighborhood in Seoul often associated with Korea's top celebrities. She claimed she saw two individuals who looked strikingly similar to Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo, walking with a level of comfort that immediately caught her attention. She hesitated at first, thinking it was simply a resemblance, but what she described next is what pulled the internet into a frenzy. She said the pair appeared familiar with each other, not in a promotional, scripted way, but in the natural calm one has with a person they've known for a long time. Initially, people dismissed the account, assuming it was simply a fan misinterpreting what she saw. But within days, online Korean communities began noticing small coincidences that suddenly gave the rumor a second life. The timing, the location, and the fact that both actors had recently concluded major projects made the claims feel strangely possible. Neither Lee Min-ho nor Song Hye-kyo had publicly confirmed any new filming commitments that would require them to be in the same area. Yet, here they were, seemingly appearing within the same time frame. Then came another unexpected layer. Social media users pointed out that Song Hye-kyo had been spotted leaving a private gallery the same day Lee Min-ho posted a photo that looked suspiciously like it was taken in that same neighborhood. The atmosphere, the lighting, the angle, it wasn't exact, but it was similar enough to spark questions. Fans began comparing backgrounds, tones, and even reflections, trying to determine whether the two might have been at the same place without openly revealing it. It didn't help that both actors maintained total silence. They didn't deny anything, but they didn't acknowledge anything either. For fans who have followed their careers for years, this silence is often the loudest sound. Both Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo are known for addressing issues directly when they feel the need to. The fact that neither stepped forward to clarify anything only fueled curiosity. As more attention grew, someone claiming to work in the production industry anonymously posted that a well-known director had recently been in contact with both actors regarding a potential drama collaboration for 2026. While there was no verification of this insider claim, fans noted how often major casting decisions begin long before an official announcement is made. If there truly was a project forming quietly behind the scenes, then their supposed meeting, whether friendly or professional, wouldn't be surprising. But what made this situation different from previous rumors was the shift in tone from fans themselves. People weren't simply treating it like gossip. There was a sense of genuine curiosity, almost hopefulness. Perhaps it was because both actors are single, mature, and respected. Perhaps it was because their personalities, careers, and histories seemed to align so effortlessly that the possibility of them spending time together, for whatever reason, suddenly felt believable. What really turned this rumor from speculation to a full-blown discussion was a video uploaded by a passerby who filmed what looked like two individuals who fit the exact height and silhouette of the actors. The clip was shaky, filmed from a distance, and not clear enough to confirm anything, yet it instantly went viral. Viewers slowed it down, zoomed in, compared body proportions, and debated endlessly in the comments. Some insisted it was them, others argued it could be anyone. But the discussion itself kept the spotlight burning. Soon, Korean entertainment reporters began paying attention. A few portals published cautious articles summarizing the online buzz, emphasizing that nothing was confirmed, but acknowledging that the digital patterns surrounding the rumor were unusually persistent. Comment sections exploded with speculation, jokes, debates, and excitement. Even international fans, who usually approach such stories more skeptically, admitted that something about this moment felt different. Another subtle detail added to the suspicion. Song Hye-kyo has maintained a very private schedule throughout the year, appearing only when necessary. Lee Min-ho, on the other hand, has been more active, but still selective about his public outings. Their overlapping appearances in seemingly unconnected locations raised eyebrows. Fans who tracked their public updates noticed that they were in the same general district more often than coincidence usually allows. And yet, fans also know how carefully Korean celebrities manage their movements, especially when something sensitive or new is developing. For many observers, the possibility that these sightings are intentionally low-profile interactions rather than coincidences feels increasingly realistic. They point out that when celebrities want to stay unnoticed, they retreat to familiar neighborhoods, trusted venues, or private galleries, the exact kinds of spaces being mentioned in these recent accounts. Still, the question remains, why now? Why would these two particular names suddenly find themselves at the center of renewed attention together? Some believe it's purely professional. Others think there may be a personal connection that has grown quietly over time. Neither theory feels impossible, and that is precisely why the story has captured so much interest. The unfolding narrative hasn't reached a conclusion, and in many ways, it doesn't need one yet. The mystery itself is what has captured the audience. Whether they are simply meeting as colleagues, preparing for an upcoming project, or reconnecting in a more personal way, the public can't help but watch closely. Their influence, their elegance, and their history in the industry combine into a chemistry that fans are naturally drawn to, even without confirmation. And as the week progresses, more people are stepping forward with claims, sightings, and fragments of information, some believable, others questionable. But one thing is clear, the story of Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo is not fading. It is gathering momentum, piece by piece, and the internet is becoming increasingly convinced that these two stars are sharing more moments than they are letting the world see. The conversation surrounding Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo didn't slow down after the initial sightings. If anything, it expanded into something far bigger. What was once a single fan account has turned into a wave of small, consistent observations that have kept social media circling the same question: what exactly is happening between the two? Every day seems to bring a new angle, a subtle clue, or a quiet detail that deepens the curiosity. Shortly after the viral video began making rounds, another online user posted that she saw two people matching their description inside a private lounge area commonly used by celebrities for meetings. She mentioned that the pair looked relaxed, speaking in low tones, and that they stayed for a brief period before leaving separately through different exits. Again, there was no confirmation, but the tone of her account felt grounded enough to draw attention. It didn't sound exaggerated or dramatic, just simple, observational, and strangely believable. Around the same time, fans noticed an interesting coincidence involving Song Hye-kyo's social media activity. She posted a seemingly random photo of a quiet street with golden lighting, nothing particularly unusual. But eagle-eyed viewers claimed that the street looked very similar to a location Lee Min-ho had posted earlier in the year. It wasn't identical, but it had a matching tone and atmosphere that made people wonder whether they had visited the same spot recently, or whether the choice of photo was more intentional than it seemed. Of course, coincidences happen all the time, especially among celebrities who live in the same city. But what struck fans the most was the timing. These posts appeared exactly when rumors were heating up, creating an impression, true or not, that both actors were subtly signaling something without directly acknowledging it. Then came a new observation that pushed things a little further. A Korean entertainment blogger claimed that a well-known luxury brand had reached out to both actors separately for an upcoming global campaign. While the brand's name was not mentioned, the blogger stated that the company had been considering pairing two A-list actors with broad international appeal. Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo, according to her, were on the shortlist. This information created an entirely new possibility. If the two were discussing a major joint endorsement, it could explain the quiet meetings, the shared spaces, and the timing of their repeated sightings. But the blogger also noted something interesting. Companies usually avoid pairing two celebrities surrounded by romantic rumors unless they want to use that chemistry to their advantage. Fans began speculating whether the brand was capitalizing on the public's growing interest in the pair, or whether the interactions seen in public were purely professional negotiations. As the theories multiplied, another subtle detail came under scrutiny. Song Hye-kyo was photographed wearing a very minimal, clean style on a day when she was reportedly seen in the same district as Lee Min-ho. Her outfit was simple, nothing that would draw attention, but what caught fans' eyes was a unique bracelet she wore, a piece she had never been seen with before. A few days later, Lee Min-ho posted a casual photo on his social platform wearing a similarly styled accessory. Again, nothing identical, nothing proven, but enough for fans to start connecting dots. Matching accessories have sparked dating rumors in the past within the entertainment industry, and people wondered whether this might be another example. Meanwhile, industry insiders pointed out that both stars have been entering a quieter period in their schedules. When actors have fewer public commitments, it becomes easier for them to meet discreetly. This pattern aligned perfectly with the recent surge in unconfirmed sightings. If the two were indeed spending time together, whether for work or personal reasons, this would be one of the few windows in their schedules that would allow it. Another rumor that added fuel to the fire came from a cafe employee who claimed that a tall man resembling Lee Min-ho visited the shop earlier in the week and bought 2 drinks before returning to a waiting car. The employee didn't see who was in the car, but fans immediately questioned whether Song Hye-kyo might have been present. None of this is verified, of course, but the continuous stream of little moments is what keeps the story alive. Entertainment reporters have begun approaching the situation with caution. Some have expressed that if there truly was nothing going on, the wave of online activity would have died weeks ago. Instead, the rumors are intensifying, and neither actor's agency has stepped forward to dismiss anything. Silence is not confirmation, but in Korean entertainment, silence can sometimes be its own message. Agencies often deny rumors quickly when they are completely baseless. But when the situation is delicate, uncertain, or evolving, they tend to wait until there is something concrete to address, if they ever address it at all. The public response has also taken on an interesting tone. Unlike typical rumor cycles that generate backlash or negativity, this discussion has been unusually positive. Many fans express genuine excitement at the idea of the two working together, or even forming a personal connection. Both actors are respected, elegant, and admired not just in Korea but internationally. Their pairing, whether romantic or professional, seems to make sense to a lot of people. That collective approval removes much of the pressure usually surrounding high-profile dating rumors. Even casual observers admit that the chemistry between them, despite never starring in a major drama together, feels strangely natural. Their visual compatibility, their maturity, and their shared status as industry icons make the possibility of a collaboration, or more, intriguing. Still, amid all the speculation, the truth remains hidden. Are the sightings real? Were the videos truly capturing them? Are the online clues just coincidences or subtle signals? Nobody knows for sure. What is clear is that this story has moved beyond simple gossip. It has become a widespread curiosity that fans revisit daily, waiting for the next piece of information, the next hint, or the next moment that brings clarity. Whether a project announcement is coming, whether the rumor is nothing more than overlapping schedules, or whether something deeper is quietly developing between Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo, the industry is watching closely. Fans are watching even more closely. And for now, the mystery continues to grow, quiet, subtle, and strangely captivating. One thing is certain, whatever is happening behind the scenes, this story isn't over. Not yet. And if the past few weeks are any indication, the next clue is probably closer than anyone expects.